And we are recording. Hi there. Happy Thursday. It's August 27th, 2020. I'm Eric, talking at you once again from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where I'm just putting this out there. If the U.S. ends up in a civil war, the side with all the guns is probably going to win.
I think that's a safe bet.
Just saying. They're probably the winners. I don't know. If I was a betting man, I'd bet on the guns to win. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for telling your friends. Thanks for being you. I want to let the world know that we have locked in Mr. Roger Nygaard for this Saturday, day after tomorrow, August 29th. Saturday, Roger Nygaard talking about anything I want to talk about, not his movies.
I'm sure he'll be fine with that.
We'll probably talk about his movies. We'll probably also mention that he has a book, and so do I. It's called The Only Bad Thing That Ever Happened at the Bourbon Hotel. It's available on Amazon.com for very, very cheap. Please buy it. I need your money. I sold 2 this week.
Cool. How many is that's like, what, 8 total?
9.
9 total. Fuck yeah, man. You're about to hit the double digits.
I'm getting there.
Right on.
That is like $50 or something I get one day.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
That's more books than I've ever sold.
Oh, it's more than I've ever sold. I'm officially a professional writer. I can say that now. I've made money from writing. I am professional writer. So thank you, everybody who's buying it. Please keep buying it. And buy books of the people who are on this show as well. Benjamin Hardy, Roger Nygaard, everybody else who ever writes a book. Buy them. They deserve it. They work very hard to entertain you guys. It's going to be fantastic to talk to him on Saturday. I'm very stoked. I was worried because it was such short notice that he might cancel or whatever, but no, very good.
Nice.
We did try to.
Important.
We are. We really are. Like, who doesn't want to be on this show a second time? I actually wanted to get a hold of everyone we've interviewed and see if they'd come back, but they're harder to reach than I thought. I had looked for an Eric and Gord to celebrate tonight because it's been quite some time since we've done that. And yeah. I was scouring the internet, and all I could find were obituaries, and I just didn't want to read those. So I was like, no, I don't want to talk about dead Eric and Gord. I would rather prefer to talk about alive Eric and Gord. And I can't find one that we haven't covered. So if you guys know anybody named Eric and Gord, send me an email. Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina at gmail.com. And tell me about your friends Eric and Gordon. I'll talk about them on the air. And send a picture. That'd be dope if you sent a picture.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What is that? Eric and Gord for Smoky Lake County Rural Crime Watch.
They were
like that one.
They were the very first one we ever did.
Yes, that's right.
I never heard from them. If you're an Eric and Gord who's been on this show and you happen to catch the episode, I don't know which episodes I talk about you guys on. I don't really mark them down. But go through the 250, and if you find it and it's you, please write in and tell me you heard about you.
Yeah.
And I will give a pen and a postcard to anyone who gets someone from out of BC or Ontario to listen to our show. Or Calgary. It's like BC, Ontario, and Calgary. That's it. I want Canadians to hear my show. So please tell your families. What was I going to rant about? I don't remember. Hey, Gord. How's it going, buddy?
All right. Doing okay. I fucking hate the world right now.
Yeah. Whatever.
Like,
what's new?
More so than I ever have.
That's doubtful.
No, it's hit a all-time fucking high and low in the sense. Frustrated. I hate the planet. I hate the news. I hate the world.
I got myself a full welding mask today, a whole welding helmet. Because if masks are going to be mandatory, that's mine. That's what I'm wearing.
It's awesome.
I got the full welding. I'm going to go get a hazmat suit tomorrow. I'm just going to walk around in my hazmat suit and my welding mask. Just be like, there you go. I'm safe. I will wear this in your restaurant, on your buses. I am going to take it to such a fucking extreme. If you even breathe in my direction, I'm going to fucking lose it.
I swear to fucking God.
Yeah, my boss is all pissy about that. He thinks I'm serious. It's hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, whenever something bad happens at work, I'm just like, I swear to God, I'll burn this place to the ground. And he doesn't know me, so he doesn't know that it's probably not true. Anyway, yeah, I found this cheap-ass welding helmet. I'm like, why am I not wearing this? Like, COVID or not, I'm like, I need this. And then I just thought, oh, yeah. Because everyone's going insane. This mask thing is getting completely fucking out of hand. They're now mandatory pretty much everywhere in Kelowna, which doesn't make any fucking sense 8 months after the thing.
No.
Not to mention, A, they cause health problems. B, they're stupid. And C, they don't do anything. The government's flip-flopped on them so many fucking times, they don't have a clue what they're talking about.
Yep.
And probably the people who are wearing them are not the people who should be. So the ones who should be probably aren't. That's my thinking. And it doesn't matter anyway because they don't do anything. CDC came out and said officially they don't do anything. If you're in contact with someone who has COVID, the mask won't help you. Or if you have COVID and you're in contact with someone, whether you're wearing a mask or not, they will get it too. So your masks are doing nothing. Making them mandatory is just pissing people off. And I don't get it anyway. I don't get this hiding our identities fucking bullshit. Talk about a great time to commit crime. Everyone's wearing a mask. No one knows who anybody is.
When was the last time you were allowed to walk into a fucking bank with a mask on?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. I think it really is for anonymity. I think it's to just divide us, to keep us separate from each other. Mm-hmm. We're now an Offspring song.
Great.
You gotta keep them separated.
That's never in my life has that ever been a thing. I've wanted to be an Offspring song.
or it's just it's a 3M conspiracy, and they're loving it. Like, how much money are they making on these fucking masks? They're like $1 a piece. These stupid surgical ones.
Yep.
And they're not doing anything for you people, so I don't give a shit if you wear them or not. I'm shaking hands. I'm shaking everybody's hand, whether they want to or not. I'm just fucking out there in my hazmat suit, shaking hands. I don't like it. It's about money. At the end of the day, everything's always money. So we got to figure out who's cashing in on this.
That list was already released.
I'm still working on it. Well, yeah, what's the deal with that? Like, the 5 biggest corporations in the world are showing record profits, and 22% of small businesses will never come back. Of the 40% that shut down, kind of seems like something's up.
Yeah.
I'm not no conspiracy theorist, unless when I am.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about that. I don't. I'm at a fucking complete loss.
Something's rotten, and I will figure it out. I will get to the bottom of it before one of our leaders is newly elected or not. Because it looks like Justin's going to hold an election before Trumpy.
Fucking hell.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't understand. I wish I had better answers for you guys. I really do. I haven't had a lot of time to look into it. I don't have any of my resources that I had in Vancouver, which were plentiful, and here they are not. Because most of the people here don't want to hear about anything. They just want to wear their mask and live in this freaky new world order. But I will not. I refuse. I'm trying to find ways out of it. I'm hoping the welding mask helps, because I'm going to wear it at work all day.
I'm just loving the idea. Like I I love some of the amazing masks that people have been coming up with. Girls' panties on a guy's face was one of my personal favorites. I thought that was genius. Yeah,
you seen the one that looks super realistic and it's just a nose that's all snotty and shit?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I love. There's a custom one. It was really expensive. I think it was like, considering you're talking about a fucking just like a face mask. I think it was like $100 to buy the mask, but it's an actual exact replica from the Alien movie of the thing that wraps around your throat and sticks over around your face. So it's full 3D and everything. I'm like, oh, that one looks so cool.
Before I got into all the moving and stuff, so maybe let's say 2 months ago, I considered ordering Eric and Gord masks. I had a pretty good price on them, but I didn't think this would go on long enough to make it worth it.
Fucking hell.
I also canceled the Eric and Gord hand sanitizer I was thinking about, and I should have got that too. I thought this would be over by now. I really did.
Yeah, we even talked about that when you said that. I'm like, yeah, there's no way this will become a thing, though. There's no way.
But we could still jump on it. So I'll look into some prices. Maybe I can do that at the end of the month. I'll start getting the Eric and Gord hand sanitizer and masks that just say "shut up" on them or something.
Actually, I bet you if you got a fucking mask that said "shut up" on, I think that would sell really well.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
or one that just said, I don't know, something stupider than that. That I can't.
I'm a sheep.
Something. I'll think of one. Maybe I'll have one that just says, "This isn't the mask that I ordered," because that's a funny T-shirt.
This isn't the mask that you asked about.
I've got a T-shirt. I've got a T-shirt that I made that says, it's all it says on it is, "This isn't the shirt I ordered."
Did you ever have anybody? It'd be great if you wear that and somebody comes out, well, what shirt did you order? Huh?
What shirt did you order?
Right,
I didn't. It's a lie. I'm going to make a new one today. I don't know what I'm going to make. I want that one. I want to either make the one that says "My other penis is a vagina."
I like and hate that one at the same time.
Or we had another one the same time I came up with that. There was another one in that episode that would make a good shirt. I don't remember now. So if you guys want to order a shirt, go to pelchersvagina@gmail.com. Order a shirt. I can get them to you in 5 days. In any color you want.
Tell us what you want. We'll put it on it.
What was the other one? I don't remember. Don't know. Anyway.
I did find an interesting Eric Gord, though, by the way. Just want to mention.
We probably already did it, but let's go.
It is an obituary notice, but the guy's name is Eric Knight.
Yeah, I saw that one.
He goes by the name of Gord.
Yeah, so do I a lot of times. Right. In a pinch, if I'm talking to a cop. What's your name? Gord Strain.
Gord Strain. What's your address? I don't know. I'll email him.
I don't know, but it's south or east. I don't remember. I always get it wrong. What's your address? I don't know, but I always get it wrong. It's like Ontario Road, south or east.
Yep.
I don't know. Let's just drive around. It's got like a mailbox and shit. I'm sure I'll recognize it if I see it.
Yeah, right. I'm sure. It's just funny.
We weren't going to get into. Oh, sorry. Carry on with your Eric and Gord. Eric Knight.
Oh no, that was it.
He goes by Gord.
Yeah, it's just it's Eric Knight in brackets Gord, and it says Eric or affectionately known as Gord. Wait, what?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I love when people's like nicknames have nothing to do with their name. Like,
yeah,
like guys that they go by Trevor, but their name's Ken. Like, what?
Yeah,
but it's not like their middle name or anything. It just makes no sense.
I was given a nickname in high school of Flapjacks, and I was given the nickname not because of my love for pancakes, but because there was another Gord on a hockey team that loved pancakes.
That's cool.
So because I was named Gord, therefore I got adopted. And the better thing is that my name got more synonymous with Flapjacks than his, and he had been carrying on that nickname for like 2 years.
What's up, Flapjacks?
So he lost that, and I gained it.
There's a guy that used to call me Tim because he thought I looked like Tim Robbins.
Oh, really?
And so I just started calling him Tim because I didn't know we didn't really know each other very well. He was like, every day I was just like, hey, Tim. And I'd be like, what's up, Tim? And then like a year later, we admitted we really didn't know each other's names. That's why we kept it going so long.
So good.
I don't know your name. I'm like, I don't know your name either, dude. You're just Tim. But I never had
my name is don't want to know. You're Tim forever.
You're just Tim. Then there was the period at Dick's Lumber where I just named everybody Phil. Every new guy that started, I just called him Phil. What's up, Phil?
Did anybody get like really frothy about it?
Yeah, one guy did. One guy totally did. Oh yeah, there was a guy named Robert. I asked him if I could call him Bert, and he got all mad. Can I call you Bert? No. Nah, whatever. Bert. And then he was obviously Bert. But yeah, everyone was just Phil because we had like 4 guys that started that names were Phil, and I was just like, fuck it. I can't remember names anyway. You're all Phil. Like Phil with glasses, Fat Phil, Ugly Phil, Phil who was always late. You're all Phil until you've worked here for 3 months, and then I'll ask your real name.
Yeah, you have to earn that right.
Because most people didn't last that long. So that's stuff about things. I got nothing to talk about. I was going to do like this day in history, but nothing really cool happened.
Oh, that's disappointing.
On this day in 1964, Mary Poppins debuted.
That's important.
And for the next 62 years, nobody gave a shit. I never liked, I don't know. Maybe I did when I was little.
I loved it when I was a kid. Fucking loved that shit. Now I can just think of where her magical powers could come in way more handy, but not meant for children.
I just, I don't know. Something about Julie Andrews. I'm just like, everybody just loves her too much. So I hate on her.
I think she's one of the very few human beings alive that has no, like nothing like bad. Like she's never done anything. She's never spoken at a place. She's never done anything bad.
That's why I don't like her.
Like pure. I know, what was it on, when she won the Academy Award for,
always.
Yeah.
Sound of Music, I think.
Sound of Music, thank you. When she got up to accept the award, the first thing she did was she thanked America for its hospitality because it was all done as like a big joke, just because like nobody in like Britain or whatever could give a flying fuck about her. But she was like just massive, like fucking North America, Canada, America just fucking loved her because they loved her for that movie and everything else. And so just when she ended up thanking America for their hospitality, and nobody knew, like, but even though she would like walk down the street, but like people didn't like recognize her or some shit, or the press were mixing her up for other people.
Yeah. So
it all became this whole big running gag, and that was one of the first things she did. So she kind of slammed the Americans while yet still thanking them. It's just bloody genius.
Sure.
So give her full credit for that.
I think she's a punk.
You know who was punk? Was fucking. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go with your punk.
What's her name from X-Files?
Oh yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah, she was like a fucking like a real hardcore fucking punk.
Yeah, she was
fucking full on mohawk and all that shit.
She used to hang out in all the dope bars in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Dana Scully. What the fuck's her real name?
Yeah, I can't fucking think of her real name right now. It's
like
bugging me.
She's just Scully. Scully.
Yeah, Scully.
Yeah, Scully. The whole cast was really cool. They were chill in Vancouver. I didn't live there when that show was filming, but apparently they were cool.
Yeah. I know that the show went to fucking hell once they moved out of Vancouver.
Yeah, well, it was going downhill anyway.
Yeah. But they were awesome when they were shot in Vancouver.
It just got dumb. Like, that movie ruined it. They made that movie, and then that ruined the show.
Gillian Anderson. That's her fucking name.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Her name is Dana Punky.
Dana Punky.
Dana Punky from X-Files.
works perfect.
So, hey, guys, I don't like Banksy, and I think he's overrated, as I do most artists. And so I did paintings this year to that were better than his. And I decided I'm going to auction them off. So if you guys want an Eric original, the first one going up for auction is the Pope crying.
Oh, yes.
It's called No Pious Opinion.
Well done.
And that's going up for auction. You can bid on it on our website. www.ericandgord.live. www. It's very important. If you don't put that in, it won't go to the site. But we're getting a new site soon, and that'll change. But for the time being, www.ericandgord.live. I'll put the painting up there. You guys can go and bid on it. It will be mailed to the highest bidder at no cost to you. And it's a great painting. And I'll do a few of them if there's any interest. You could get them also Facebook, Instagram, all the usual suspects. I want my art to be out in the world. For those of you who don't know, it's a painting of the Pope crying because he's 9 months pregnant.
The thing is nowadays that's going to be considered prolific.
And he can't have an abortion because it goes against everything, but he doesn't want to raise a child because all his friends will try to fuck it. So he's crying. He's very torn about that.
So good.
It's good painting. It's not. It's good. Yeah, sure. No, it's a piece of crap.
It's better than Banksy. Banksy's artwork is not like amazing artwork. It's just.
Yeah, well, no, like flash in the pan, like popular flavor of the week artist ever is.
Yeah.
You know who we look at weird just before Gord gets to his facts? You know, I was thinking we were talking about this last night, and it just dawned on me. Like people, I said if you saw like a guy in a turban sweating in an airport, you'd look at him weird. Like you'd be like suspicious a little bit. Just we all would.
Yeah.
I was also thinking, like, if you see, like, a Korean family walking a dog, I think everybody's like, wait a minute. Is that...
Are you taking that home for dinner?
I just wondered. I wonder that when and that's, I don't know, is it, yeah, but they might, I don't know. There was no sentence in there.
It's a great question, though.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm just wondering. I'm just like culturally, I'm interested, like about other cultures. I want to learn more.
In cultures where they eat dogs, if they come over here and like their family dog runs, are they looking down going, barbecue? Like, is that an immediate thought for them, or do they understand that difference?
It's like, I wonder if there's a dude who was a cab driver in India, and now he's here and he's a cab driver and he's super fucking stoked about it. He's just like, I got the same job. It's awesome. Like it's always
I'm the only one.
You always hear like back at home. You always back at home country. I'm doctor, or I am best lawyer in India, or whatever. Now I drive stupid taxi. There's got to be one who's just like, yeah, man, I drove a taxi. And that's what I do here. It's fucking the bomb.
Or it'd be even better to find that one guy, the Indian who's a doctor, and be like, so what'd you do in India? I was a cab driver.
Yeah,
that'd be even better.
But that dude must be super stoked. Like he's just yeah, I'm just still a cab driver. That's cool. And he's just making fun of the doctor now. Now we're the same. Fuck you.
That's genius.
Neither of them celebrate the fact that they didn't die in a factory like all their friends. Let's go on. What's going on in the world? I have nothing. I got nothing. I'm looking at interesting things that happened today, and there wasn't one. This is a shitty day in the world, apparently.
I will second that, considering what's happening in the world, and I don't even want to fucking talk about that shit. So that's why I'm avoiding the news right now. Too fucking frustrated with it.
Although on this day in 1968, there was a massive crash between police and protesters, so that's weird and different.
Wait, protests between protesters and police? Really?
Yeah,
that
they were protesting the Vietnam War.
And yeah, that would do it.
Police came out and hit them. Hey, cops, go fuck yourselves. Seriously, stop shooting black people. How can I make this more clear? Like, you're just doing it on purpose now, obviously.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. These last couple of ones have just been so stupid. Just makes no sense to me. That's all. I'm not even going to say all you fucking militia people, whatever. You're just as bad. And this 17-year-old fucking shooter kid, don't listen to him. He went there to kill. He went there to play fucking real life Call of Duty. That was his thinking.
And his mother dropped him off, by the way.
Of course she did.
She brought the gun over the state border, and yeah.
Oh, did you see the picture? There was a picture I saw this afternoon that showed like the last 6 mass shooters, and they all look identical to him. So if you got a chubby friend with glasses, be nice to him. Be nice. That's my rule. Be nice to the fat guy in glasses from now on. I befriended mine years ago, so I'm good.
You did a podcast with him.
I was planning ahead. Like, wait a minute. I want to get crossed off his people to kill list.
It's funny that you say that because in high school, we didn't do the most voted, thing, but I was very well known to be, very high chance that I'd be the one that would snap one day, go get a job at the post office and kill people.
Yeah, it's not them anymore so much. Maybe this is the whole fucking shebang has just been postal workers trying to get the heat off them. They're like paying people to go shoot people in America so they don't look so bad anymore.
Hey, start looking for that connection. Wouldn't that be fucked if that was actually true? Every one of these, there's a postal worker somewhere in that guy's life telling him and whispering in his ear, they fucking hate you.
Oh, yeah.
Kill them all.
I like the ones where he passes away and then they find like 30 years of mail in his fucking attic. He's just been stealing people's mail his whole career. Those guys are always my favorite.
Yeah. And the best is when they have the mail, but they never opened it. That's just so creepy.
It's always just like their garage is full or their attic or their mom's corpse or whatever. Awesome.
So good.
So Gord likes this thing where he reads interesting facts, and I could look them up and play along, but I would just rather hear his. So we're gonna do that now.
Cool.
Write in to us, please. All right, that's all.
Cool. Did you know that the Eiffel Tower can be up to 15 centimeters taller during the summer?
Is that because all the girls are topless?
That's exactly what it is. It just gets that slightly more erect.
The Eiffel Tower gets harder?
It gets harder as it gets in the summer. No, it's basically just, as you know, metal heats up, it expands. So when all that metal expands, it actually so the hotter the weather gets, if it's a really hot summer, it can actually be taller by 15 centimeters.
Well, there you go.
Random stupid fact that nobody needed to know ever. But there it is. Now this, I've read this before, and I just find this pretty fascinating. A neutron star, which is the remnant of a massive star that has run out of fuel. When a dying star, before it blows up into a supernova, it turns into a neutron star. And this is where it basically gets itself down to a point where all gravity comes down to a much smaller area. Like you can have something that has more of a larger mass than our sun, but it wouldn't be much bigger than the average city on the planet. So
cool.
Very small thing. So a teaspoon of neutron star would weigh about 6 billion tons.
That's a lot. That's a lot of weight.
A teaspoon. I'd like to see the spoon that could handle the weight. That'd be impressive on its own right.
That would be impressive. We got to take a 2-second little break here.
Okay.
Just 2 seconds. Hey, everybody, pretend there's music playing, and I'll add some later.
Do 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 do. Stop spreading the news.
Yeah, stop spreading the news. Stop spreading the news is what that song should be now. Stop spreading the news. We know it's all fake.
So good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do this later. I just got a thing that I have to do later. I just got an email about a job.
Oh, cool.
A little bit.
Very exciting.
$29 an hour.
Jesus.
I might consider it.
I just had a job offer that came across my desk for $16 an hour. I'm like, fuck.
That's
the older I get, the less I'm getting paid. This is bullshit.
It's ageism. I want to catch somebody on that shit now. I'm old enough too. I want some ageism lawsuit action. Anyway, carry on with your facts. Sorry to interrupt. Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'll try to get them to put a commercial there.
There you go. Did you know that Hawaii moves 7.5 centimeters closer to Alaska every year?
What does, sorry?
Hawaii. It moves 7.5 centimeters closer to Alaska every year.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Because it sits in the middle of the Pacific Plate, which is slowly drifting northwest towards the North American Plate, back to Alaska.
Well, it better just stay the fuck away from my plastic island, where there's going to be trouble.
Or you could just see yourself as a nice little expansion property there.
Because I'm getting Jo Jung, what's her name? Jo Jung Kim or whatever. I'm signing a protection deal with her as soon as she takes over for Kim Jong-il.
Smart.
She is going to be my protection. Her and her nuclear arsenal will protect me on my plastic island of Huntropolis.
Huntropolis. Oh,
so man. Hawaii just better back off. That's gonna suck. What's Hawaii got going for it if it's next door to Alaska? Like now it's just cold Alaska or warm Alaska. I mean, it's like you could go to Alaska or warm Alaska, but they're the same. They're both weird.
I think once Hawaii makes it up to that point, then it just stops being warm. It just becomes another frozen piece of land.
Or is it? Well, yeah. Wait, you said 7 centimeters a year?
7.5 centimeters every year.
7 centimeters a year. How many centimeters from Alaska is it? How many? Like,
I actually want to know
how far ahead do I have to plan to see this shit happen?
Alaska and Hawaii. Oh, look at that! It's actually one of the precursors up there. So it's 3,020 miles. I have a conversion here on my fucking phone.
Yeah. That's not helping me.
No.
3,020 miles, that's about, what, 7,000 kilometers?
Yeah. So let me go over to miles. Whoops. Miles. So we got 3,021.14 is 486,205,353 centimeters.
Sorry, say that again. Sorry.
486 million.
86 million. And
205,000. 353 centimeters.
353 divided by 7.
0.5.
Cool.
How many?
64 million years.
Right around the corner.
I'll see you there when that happens.
Well, now what's interesting about that one is, so in 64 million years, we have that to look forward to. And then a little jaunt past that, in 2.3 billion years, the Earth will end up being too hot for life because the sun will be on the verge of turning itself into a giant red star.
That's what they say.
Which will eventually engulf Earth altogether.
I don't buy it. What if Alaska moves right at the last minute? That would be fucking hilarious.
That'd fuck everything up. Just breaks off and just heads away.
Psych.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Hawaii. I want nothing to do with you.
All right. So 64 million years from now, that will be moderately interesting.
Yes.
Until then, it's just stupid. Hey, Hawaii, fucking speed up.
Get a motor. Jesus.
I'm just going to, if I ever get to go to Hawaii, that's all I'm going to say. You guys are too slow. And they won't have a clue what I'm talking about. And I'm like, you'll get it in 64 million years.
The weird thing is I could literally float farther than Alaska. Or than Hawaii moves.
Yeah.
That's a strange thing.
But if you floated around for 64 million years, it'd be weird.
That would be very, yeah.
It's a good conversation. Very helpful to the world.
Oh, man. Do you know what chalk is made out of?
The skulls of blood diamond soldiers.
Okay, well, we can just move on to the next one because you already know that answer. No, it is made of trillions of microscopic plankton fossils.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. One of the this obviously occurs naturally. One of the big places that you can see this is on
Chalk Valley. Chalk Valley in South Chalkington. Not too many people know where that is.
Bang on. I mean, I don't even know I'm here.
I can homeschool your kids. Anybody you want, send me an email. I will homeschool your kids 100% for a very small fee. They will know things that other people don't. Sorry, go on with your talking.
No worries. That was just a bit of it. But basically how it works is just under 100 million years ago, conditions were just right for what's called
Chalkmouth.
I hate this. Coccolithophorus, which is what these plankton are. They accumulated in such a thick layer coating on ocean floors as a white ooze. As the further sediment built up on top, the pressure compressed it to form rock, creating chalk deposits, just like the White Cliffs of Dover.
Yeah,
I hate it. Massive White Cliffs of Dover.
When you get that white buildup and it gets all clogged in your belly hair. Same thing, just on an ocean level.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whatever. So I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get how some basically just common things are just found in the most fucked up place. Like, why? Who saw that and went, "Hey, we should write shit with this." Seems like a good pen.
Well, I'm assuming somebody just had a piece break off and they just wrote something on a brick. Like, wow, this really writes well, and we don't have to do anything to it. This is great. Maybe. Stupid. I don't know.
Who knows? No one will ever know the answer to that because it's not possible to know. Yeah, somebody knows. I don't know. I'll look it up.
I doubt it. Nobody knows. So every planet in our solar system spins counterclockwise except for one. Do you know which one it is?
Counterclockwise. We're going this way. I don't know. I don't care.
It's Venus.
Venus. Fuck those guys.
Venus is the only planet that spins clockwise out of our solar system.
Is that why they're 800 degrees? Fuck you, Venus.
Right?
I don't know why I said that.
The weird thing is one of the theories for it is that at some point some event happened that was rotating in the same fashion as the rest of them, and the planet flipped over. So the south became north, north became south, and it flipped over, and which technically reversed the spin.
That makes perfect sense.
So,
that makes no sense at all, by the way. That's such a that's one of those scientist cop-outs.
Yeah.
Where it's like, how come this one's different than all the other ones? Well, it flipped over, clearly.
Duh.
Oh, yeah.
What are you, retarded?
I can't believe I didn't put that all together myself. Scientists do that all the time with shit. Like antimatter. Antimatter is the best. Or dark matter. When they're like, dark matter, because they added up all the matter and all the mass in the universe, they didn't add up. So they're like, fuck, what do we do now? There's dark matter, but you can't see. Makes the numbers work. That shit's not really there. Their math didn't work, and they fucking didn't want to admit it.
That's right.
Dark matter.
Speaking of stupid math on that sense.
Other matter, can't see it. Only scientists can. You got to be smarter. What? Speaking of what? Go ahead.
According to science, if you took out all the empty space in our atoms, the entire human race would fit in the volume of a sugar cube?
If you took all the air out of stupid people's heads, what?
Pretty much. Yeah. If you removed all the empty space in our atoms, the human race could fit into the volume of a sugar cube.
Yeah, sure. I know lots of atoms. Let's try it.
I know lots of atoms.
I do. I got a bunch of dudes. Like, I got an unnecessary amount of friends named Adam. We can fuck around with them.
I have an unnecessary amount of friends named Chris. I seem to collect them.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned that before, actually.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends. I know a lot of Chris's in my life. Like, a lot.
Don't cross them.
Unless your clothes are backwards.
I made a joke today at work where, because we got all this fall protection stuff in, and I was like, I went to my boss, like, dead serious, in front of a whole group of people. I'm like, so we got all this fall protection stuff. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, so what do we do from, like, December to September? And no, he couldn't figure it out. And a couple of people chuckled, and the group was staring at me. I'm like, what? We never get spring, summer, winter protection. We just get all this fall protection.
What makes fall more dangerous than winter? What the hell?
And he didn't like that in the middle of his business meeting. So, whatever. I thought it was funny.
I'm laughing.
Carry on. Carry on with your fun facts. Where are we at here? I'm not even paying attention.
I don't know.
I'm paying attention to you. I mean, recording and stuff.
Did you know that a flea can accelerate faster than the space shuttle?
Probably did.
Yep. A flea can reach... fleas are a jumping flea reaches dizzying heights of about 8 centimeters in a millisecond.
And none of them have ever been in a circus. That's a lie.
Are we sure? I'm pretty sure I've seen old pictures of one.
No, they're not real.
No. So there you go. So that's what it's they're able to jump with such a fast speed. It's because of a stretchy rubber-like protein which allows it to store and release energy like a spring.
Yeah, I used to have that. I don't anymore.
Yeah, I sold mine for like $20.
I used to have all that kind of jumping ability, but it was just math.
That's funny. So apparently, that flowers, plants in general, but some flowers and plants, they actually have weird ways that they can communicate with each other.
I don't believe it.
Neither do I, and I even less believe this next fact, which is there is some evidence suggesting, in other words, this guy has a theory, but nobody can prove it. There is some evidence suggesting that plants can release distress signals warning other trees to have their guard up about threats.
Yeah.
I'm called bullshit. Complete and utter bullshit on that.
There's some evidence that dudes do mushrooms before they come up with these ideas and try to publish them.
Did you know that we have, bananas have 50% of the same DNA as humans?
I did not know that.
So there you go. Just now you know that.
So you could basically date a dumb guy or a banana. It's your choice, ladies.
That's right. Same thing. It's half the same thing.
Except bananas are kind of gross. I'm not much of a banana dude.
I like bananas.
Like if I never had another banana, I wouldn't mind. Like if you gave me one, I'd eat it. But if I never saw one again, I wouldn't be like, oh, where's the bananas?
I want my banana. Do you remember that medicine you used to get as a kid that tasted like bananas?
No.
Oh, that shit was amazing. I was so sad to learn that after a certain age, they don't give it to you anymore. It's only meant for children.
And I don't split them. Ever.
Never?
I don't do the banana split. It's a stupid amount of work just to eat some fucking ice cream.
It's true. That's why I'll get it for somebody else to do it. But I won't make one. So there's 100.
That's half the reason people eat pie. They just like ice cream. They're like, I'll take some pie. Double up on the ice cream. Like, just order the ice cream. You're not impressing anybody with your pie.
I'm not a big fan of pie, but I love Cool Whip, and you're just not allowed to. It's just not socially acceptable to eat a bowl of Cool Whip. So
this is what I'm saying. Just eat your Cool Whip. Stop lying. Oh, I would like some seafood and pie. No.
Stop lying.
Order a plate full of garlic-covered butter and a big bowl of Cool Whip. That's what you really want.
You're so making me hungry right now.
I'm starving. It's going to have to be a short episode. I want some Cool Whip now.
Right? I want Cool Whip and garlic butter. Oh.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip. So there's 118 elements on the periodic table. Two of them, and only two of them, are liquid at room temperature. Do you know what they are?
Eric and Gord. We're on there. Remember? I did that poster last year.
Yeah.
Mercury.
Yeah.
And plutonium.
Very close.
Sorry, my mic cut out there.
Bromide.
Bromide. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh no, it's a brown liquid. That's all I know. Looks like rust water.
Yeah. It's like iodine.
Yeah.
Well, it ends in "ine." They're all the same. That's a science thing.
Bromine.
Things that end in "ane" are all the same. Cocaine, Novocaine. Things that end in "ine" are similar. Iodine and bromine and wine and dine. Yeah.
Wine and dine. Sorry. Oh man. So I don't know if you've ever heard the theory. Scientists are firmly believing right now that the moon is actually just a piece of the Earth that was broken off from a massive asteroid collision.
Yeah, I heard something about that crap.
Well, I'm just going to read what's on this thing because it's just, there's many hints to support the theory, including the makeup of crust, mantle, and core that they both share. To be specific, the moon's surface is composed of 43% oxygen, 20% silicone, 19% magnesium, among other elements, and 0% cheese.
I don't believe that either.
No, I think there's cheese involved.
I don't think anyone's measured that.
No.
You haven't measured the cheese content. You don't know.
No.
Liars.
If they did, then there's a serious fucking problem with why people are wasting their fucking money to go to the fucking moon.
Right? That's Elon's business now.
That's right.
Yeah, so what? So, again, this is one of those things where I'm like, yeah, and?
Right? The point is?
The moon used to be part of the Earth. Great. Now what?
Now what? Nothing. Let's go protest.
Fantastic. Let's go protest something. Yeah, hey, if you guys want to protest, go to the moon. Shit, I'm all for that. You can protest your lives away up there. Leave us alone.
Fully agree.
Take all your masks and hand sanitizer with you.
Interesting random fact about woodpeckers. They are one of the noisiest birds you'll hear in a given forest.
They are not made of wood.
They are not made of wood, but the interesting thing, as loud as they are with their constant head banging into the trees, the interesting thing about that is that they actually do not have vocal cords and cannot communicate or even make a sound in any other way except for pecking.
You trying to tell me Woody Woodpecker was a lie?
Woody Woodpecker was a bold-faced lie.
I don't buy it. And I don't mind when they peck wood. That's fine. Peck away. That's your life. When they get the metal fucking chimney and they can't figure it out, that drives me nuts.
That shit's so annoying. It's so fucking loud. It just vibrates.
Figure it out, dumb bird.
It's just funny. That was useless. That was useless. That was useless. What was the one I had? Hang on. Got a couple of things. Where the fuck did? Oh, there it is.
I want you guys to write in with your interesting stuff that you think's interesting. Please send in a fact or a question, and we will answer it for you. Gord will give you a real answer, and I'll just say some shit.
Yeah. The sun itself is actually losing about 4 million tons of its mass every second because of nuclear fusion, and will eventually run out in like 2 point something billion years. They'll start to run out.
I thought it was just because Sarah McLachlan is absorbing it.
It's quite possible.
Every time the sun loses mass, she gains a bunch of mass. Sarah McLachlan's fat, in case you guys... That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, man. One of the things that scientists are they're just more interested in, this was a little bit of a mystery, is the fact that whenever all the other like solar systems that they've discovered, there is one major commonality that they have found in all of them so far, which is that
humans there.
Well, there's that. So there's two things.
They're very far away.
There's that as well.
There are many commonalities, but I could keep going.
You certainly can. But one of the big things that they do all contain what's called a hot Jupiter, which is a planet that's roughly the size of Jupiter that is an all-gas giant. Mm-hmm. Very hot. Yeah. So they all contain one of those.
Well, there you
go. Just thought that was kind of neat.
There's probably a bunch of things in space that are the same.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's cool. Whatever. Cool. Space. Yeah.
Thought that was kind of a neat one. I'm sure. Have you ever heard of the Drake equation?
Is it something to do with him being there and the Lakers winning? Because I don't care.
No, it was used to calculate.
It was probably the Raptors, I would say. Yeah.
The Drake equation is what is used to calculate the number of alien civilizations that exist.
It's used to calculate the number of teenage girls that'll grow up stupid.
Or teenage boys. They're just as dumb, too. If not dumber.
I don't know. Did they listen to Drake, though? I thought he did, like, love songs and shit.
No, guys seem to like Drake, too. I just don't understand it.
You're all dumb.
Yeah.
If you're under 30, you're dumb. Sorry, it's true. It's not your fault, but you're dumb. Sorry, what is the Drake equation for real? I didn't listen at all. It's the...
It's the equation they use to figure out how many... the number of alien civilizations that exist.
Oh, God. Why would you have an equation for that? How could you possibly? That doesn't even make sense. How could you have an equation based on something... Like, we don't know how big space is.
Yeah.
Was I
taken? I guess
you're
the number of my assumption would be is if you're going to figure this out, the only way to figure it out would be, okay, our Milky Way galaxy, our galaxy, as far as we'll assume, we are the only one that has life on it as we know it. So therefore, the galaxy roughly of our size with roughly the amount of stars that we have, each galaxy should have at least one in each one. And there are billions upon billions, so you're looking at billions upon billions. That's the...
yeah, but that's so speculative. Like, you can't just assume
the definition
that.
of it. Yeah. It's the very definition of speculative.
No wonder your asteroids can't hit us, dumbasses. Oh, there's probably one out there, and everywhere's got one. They all got a hot Jupiter. Probably got aliens. That's not science.
No.
You're just making shit up as you go along.
Yep.
Whatever.
I need a new grant, so therefore I'll come up with this.
Pretty much. Whatever. Maybe you're right. I don't know. It seems like something you really can't quantify, though. But I don't know. I don't know a lot about the physics and stuff, so I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. So as I mentioned earlier about Venus, so we now know that Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. We also know that Venus is the only planet that runs clockwise instead of counterclockwise like all the rest.
That's probably why it's so hot.
Makes sense to me. Do you know that it rains acid
on Venus?
That's on Venus, on planet Venus. When it rains, it's raining acid.
Isn't that where women are from? Oh, no, women.
Yes.
Yeah, men are from Mars, and women are from Venus.
That's right.
So there you go, women. You rain acid.
Your tears are tears of acid.
Acid rain, Gina. That's a rough thing to be born with. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's crazy. And then, like, the Neptune or whatever rains diamonds, so...
Yeah.
Why do these planets rain so much?
Yeah, what the fuck? What the living hell? They now firmly believe that cats have a firmer grasp of physics than we ever thought before.
Doubtful, but sure.
I think just because a cat knows how to react to certain situations doesn't make it a physics expert. I think it just knows how to react well.
I don't think it knows. I think it's just a reflex. It's instincts. They don't know what they're doing. They just do it.
Yeah. So that's out the window.
I don't think they understand physics. What's your basis for your physics understanding this? Why do people think that? Or is that just it? It's just a one-off statement.
It's not a coincidence or a myth that cats always land on their feet, which also is not 100% true, but for the most part, pretty accurate.
The way they actually do peanut butter always lands the peanut butter side down, but if you've ever strapped a slice of peanut buttered bread to a cat and dropped it, it's not as it doesn't work out the way you'd think.
It doesn't work out the same. The way cats do this is by using both sides of their body to speed themselves up and rotate the second they begin to fall, leaving plenty of time for a smooth feet-first landing. That's it.
Yeah, so do skydivers. That's not cool.
So do squirrels.
That's not an exclusive. Oh, cats know physics because they instinctually roll over when they're falling. No.
Right.
That's not.
Squirrels are way more effective at it than cats
are. You guys can't just start throwing shit out now that Stephen Hawking's dead. You come up with all this kind of stuff. Oh, cats know physics. No, that's stupid. You can't just come up with stupid shit now that Professor Hawkins is gone. Oh, the dictator's gone. Cats know physics. What? You guys are all stupid. An asteroid is never hitting this planet because scientists are dumb dummies.
Breaks my heart when you say that.
I'm going to go back to science school.
Teach them things?
I'm going to learn science. And then teach it properly.
Hang on just a second. I got to get up a basic fact here. Oops. There we go. Okay, so the four basic fundamentals of physics, which is gravitational, electromagnetic, strong, and weak. Right, those are four basics.
Shit always flows downhill. That's science. Physics.
Gravity is the weakest out of all of them.
Okay.
There you go. It's just a random thing for you.
Gravity is the weakest.
Considering how much gravity affects everything around it, it is still the weakest out of the four forces.
But if there wasn't gravity, we would never know when birds died because they would just stay up there.
They would just keep cruising. Fuck, that'd be weird. The sky would just be nothing but birds. At least they'd stop shitting eventually once they blew up.
Half of it's pee. The white stuff is pee.
The white stuff is pee.
Shut up.
Speaking of poop, by the way, did you know that vultures poop on their feet?
Vultures poop on everything, I would imagine.
But they specifically poop on their feet using the bacteria in their waste to fend off germs in their meals.
Oh, yeah. I've been there.
Yeah.
That's something. I don't know. Vultures are gross. That doesn't
They're
shock
necessary,
me.
but they are gross.
They're not necessary. That's another science lie they just made up. Oh, everything has a reason in the universe and blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. No, vultures aren't necessary for anything.
Yeah, they are. They clean up dead things.
So does being dead. They just
they just do it much faster.
They decompose and go away.
Yeah, but that takes a very long time.
Don't need vultures for that. I don't think they're necessary. I don't think they are.
I don't think a whole lot would ever change in the world if they just stopped existing. So maybe not necessary would be the right word then. They're handy. How about that?
Maybe.
Does that work? And the last thing I'm going to bring up, I'm just not, because it's dark matter, and that's just dumb.
Oh, really? You have a dark matter one?
Yeah.
Let me hear your dark matter.
We have learned so much about the universe in the past. Fuck off, pop up. In the past few hundred years, but one of the most shocking discoveries that came last century. Scientists determined, not discovered, determined that the vast majority of what exists in the universe is totally invisible to us, and we know nothing about it at all. This stuff is referred to as dark matter and dark energy.
Yeah. They can't just admit they don't know shit. They gotta, there's some invisible stuff that we don't know about.
We're just going to make something up to go along with it.
And you'll never know anything about it. It's just invisible stuff that we can't see, weigh, measure. I swear to God, it's bullshit. I call bullshit on science in general, just for dark matter.
Just for dark matter and for their inability to measure an asteroid.
Like it's like, yeah, okay, I get that. Your matter didn't add up. They just say, oh, maybe something's wrong with math. Don't be like, no, it doesn't add up because really the majority of it is dark and we can't see it. It's imaginary.
We know nothing about it. We can prove absolutely nothing. But you know what? It exists.
It's got to be there. Like, because my math doesn't work. It's a dumb thing. Science is dumb, everybody. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
That's my message to you. This was not quite the same.
Well, I ran out of all the good stuff. Now I'm working on like B level.
No, your stuff is good. Your stuff was good. And we killed off an hour. We're good.
I'm disappointed with them because I'm just running out of good stuff to talk about. Fuck, even the facts are getting boring.
We'll find some stuff. Don't you worry about that. I didn't think it was boring. I thought it was great.
I thought this one was boring. I like the other two episodes.
What the fuck is going on with this shit? This is fun. It was good times. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I just said stupid shit. I think I'm funny.
I giggle.
That's all that matters in my life. As long as Gord giggles, my life's good. Like, I'm happy. That's all I need.
Do you know that there's a northern cardinal that are half female and half male, with their bodies colored half in red on the male side and brown on the female side?
Yeah, I think that one lived in Vancouver. His name was Doug something.
Or Julia, one of the two.
Well, it depended on the weekend. But...
There you go. Random thing for you.
Cool. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Gord wants to take tomorrow night off.
Yes, I do.
I don't, but he does. Blame him when we're not on tomorrow. But I have an episode I can post for tomorrow because I just took one down, so I will put it back up tomorrow. And then right after that, we have an actually interesting conversation with Mr. Roger Nygaard of Trekkies fame and Curb Your Enthusiasm and so many awesome, great things. He's got a couple new films coming out that he wants to tell you guys about. How dope is that? Super dope. I know.
Very much. Very stoked for fucking Roger. He's a good shit, and very much looking forward to having him back on the show.
As am I. So I just thought I'd throw that in there for those of you who didn't hear it at the beginning. And I think we're just about ready. I don't know if you're ready. I'm just about ready to call it an episode.
Yeah, I'm pretty much good.
So, there we go, kids. As soon as the news isn't a bunch of fucking bullshit lies, we will be back to talking about the news. I promise. And we have a few news sources we can check out, so possibly that could happen soon.
Hopefully.
So until Saturday, don't wear your mask, or do. Just shut up about it. And don't shoot anybody. Till Saturday. Give me that. And take care of each other.
If that actually happened, Eric, it wouldn't hit the news. First time nobody dies from a gunshot in the whole world history today. Nobody died on Friday from that, and you'd never know about it.
No, they'll never admit that.
No. Fuckers. Did you know if you take a piece of basil leaf and you roll it in your fingers long enough, it turns completely black?
So does my penis.
It's been a long time since I've rolled that in my fingers, so yeah.
I am going to stop recording in a minute because I already said goodbye.